Good morning all my dear students of class 7 here. This is your maths teacher and the host of this video Ajit Haridas Mane. Welcome into this online video lecture series. So in previous video number 3 we observed the multiplication process about integers here. So I think at the back of mine, that is on green board, you can observe the last information that we studied about the multiplication process. The example that we taken, that is the multiplication between more than two integers there, and in that same example we apply all the rules for multiplication process. So if you stated all these rules with the help of this example that you observe on this green board here, that is the multiplication of the product of one positive one negative integer is negative integer. Product of two negative integer is always positive integer. Product of two positive integer is always positive integer. Thereafter, product of two negative integer is always positive integer. So all this information we completed about this multiplication process of two or more than two integers here. Now our next remaining operation that related about this multiplication process, now that we are following here. So first, this is our video number 4. That's here I am saying. Now into this video number 4, now I want to explain about this division process. Now from third standard we completed or we take the information about division process there. So first I want to explain the division process in a simple way. So let's observe on this green board here. I am taking this example specially for you, that is 415 divided by 5. Such example or such divisions we are following up to 5th standard there. 415 and 5. Present these two we taking as a counting numbers here. Now our whole numbers we also take. We had to carry out the division between these two numbers here. Now while taking the division between these two numbers, first look at the sign that we are using between these two numbers. This sign is known as division sign. या दोन संख्यांचा भागाकार घेत असताना या दोन संख्यांच्या मध्ये मी जे चिन्ह वापरलेलं आहे याला भागाकार क्रियेचं चिन्ह म्हणतात. दिस साइन इज ऑलवेज यूज्ड इन हॉरिझॉन्टल मेथड. आडव्या पद्धतीमध्ये या चिन्हाचा आपण उपयोग करतो. नाउ दिस डिव्हिजन वी कॅरी आउट इन वर्टिकल मेथड ऑल्सो. Now let's recall about the vertical method of division, that here I am taking the sign in this way. This sign is also for division process, but it is used for vertical arrangement. Now the number that we want to divide, that is called as dividend. That's important here. The number that we want to divide, it right inside of this sign, that is 415, and the number by which we divide, that is called as divisor. That number we write outside of this sign. Now to this 415 we had to divide by 5. So we know how we can continue the division process. So for this division process, now we are using the table of 5 here. So starting step by step we are starting the division process here, starting from 4, that is big digit at biggest place here. 4 divided 5, that is not possible here because 4 is smaller than 5. So quotient we get as a 0 there. So 5 into 0, that is 0. So 4 minus 0, 4. Thereafter next only one digit we takes below, that 1, and we got a 2-digit number here as 41. Now 41 is divided by 5 because it is greater than 5 here. तर या ठिकाणी 5च्या पटीमध्ये बहुतेक 41 येणार नाहीत, एक्झॅक्ट 41 मिळणार नाहीत, पण 41च्या जवळची संख्या आपल्याला मिळू शकते, ते तुम्हाला माहीत आहे. सो 5 8 जा 40, 5 9 जा 45. तर 45 घेत नाहीत आपण, कारण ते 41 पेक्षा मोठे होतात. सो वी टेक कॉन्स्टंट ॲज 8. सो 5 8 जा 40. सो remaining 41 minus 40, that remaining 1. Thereafter last digit that taken below, after taking that 5 we got again 2 digit number as a 15. Now 15 divided 5, yes, 15 comes in the table of 5, that is 5 3 जा 15, ज्याला आपण मराठीत 5 3 15 म्हणतो. सो वी टेक क्वोशंट ॲज 3. सो 5 3 जा 15. नाव 15 minus 15 we got 0. So last digit 5 that comes below, it gets divided and we get remainder as 0 there. So after this, the whole number 415 is divisible by 5 completely here. So such divisions we completed up to 5th standard there. This is somewhat quite simple example here I am taking, because with the help of this simple example I want to just revise up the division process. Now such examples we do not carry into this part of integers here. We had to do somewhat extra part after the next of this. So let's recall. So as like addition, subtraction and multiplication, division process is also carried out between two numbers, between two integers here. इथं पहिल्या 3 क्रियाप्रमाणेच भागाकाराची क्रियासुद्धा आपल्याला 2 संख्यांच्या मध्येच आपल्याला करावी लागते. तर या ठिकाणी इंटिजर्सचा विचार जर केला तर आपल्याकडे 3 प्रकारचे इंटिजर्स आहेत, पॉझिटिव्ह इंटिजर, निगेटिव्ह इंटिजर अँड न्यूट्रल नंबर. So out of these 3, first 2, positive and negative, these are somewhat important for us. So by all keeping in mind the types of integer, now we are making the different conditions for integers here. First we explain the method of division related about integers, that means the rules, and then we continue the next example there. First I want to put up the different conditions for the division here. That is, first condition, division between two positive integers. Second condition is that division between two negative integers. And third condition, division between one positive and one negative integer. So these are 3 main conditions for the division process into this part of division here. So one by one we are explaining the rules and the method that we follow in these divisions here. So first condition, here I want to put up division between two positive integer. थोडं मराठीत विचार करायचा झाला तिन्ही अटींचा. डिव्हिजन बिटवीन टू पॉझिटिव्ह इंटिजर, दोन धनपूर्णांक संख्यांचा भागाकार. सेकंड कंडिशन, डिव्हिजन बिटवीन टू निगेटिव्ह इंटिजर, दोन ऋणपूर्णांक संख्यांचा भागाकार. अँड थर्ड कंडिशन, डिव्हिजन बिटवीन वन पॉझिटिव्ह अँड वन निगेटिव्ह इंटिजर, एक धनपूर्णांक संख्या आणि एक ऋणपूर्णांक संख्या या दोघांमध्ये असणारी भागाकाराची क्रिया. तर या तीन मुख्य अटींचं एक्सप्लेनेशन आता आपण पुढे स्टार्ट करतो. सो लेट्स कीप अप. द फर्स्ट कंडिशन इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू, डिव्हिजन बिटवीन टू positive integers. So here I am taking the first example in front of you, that is 460 divided by 23. Now while writing these two integer 460, this is a positive integer, 23 is also positive integer. So while taking this division here, now if I am taking by regular way 460 divided by 23, so by using the table of 23, so here I am taking 46 first, so 23 to the 46, remaining 0, last digit 0 takes. So some student says division is complete, but it is not. 0, it will be divided by 23. It is not possible. In this condition we take quotient as 0, so 23 into 0 remaining 0. Now division is complete here. Now remainder gets 0, that means this is a complete division. हा झाला आपला पूर्ण भागाकार, बाकी शून्य आले. याच्यावर आपण काय सांगू शकतो, 460 is completely divisible by 23. 460 या संख्येला 23 ने पूर्ण भाग जातो. आता या ठिकाणी हा भागाकार करत असताना या ठिकाणी 460 प्रेझेंट पॉझिटिव्ह आहेत. Divide 23, this is also positive integer. तर डिव्हिजन जे आपण करून पाहिलेलं आहे ते त्यांच्या मॅग्निट्यूड्समध्ये आपण केलं आहे. वी टेक द मॅग्निट्यूड ऑफ बोथ पॉझिटिव्ह इंटीजर, दॅट इज 460 अँड 23. वी गॉट अ क्वोशंट ॲज 20. या दोन संख्यांच्या भागाकाराचं उत्तर आपल्याला 20 मिळालं. हा झाला त्यांच्या मॅग्निट्यूड म्हणजे चिन्हविरहित किमतीमध्ये असणारा भागाकार. आता दुसरा महत्त्वाचा भाग, वी हॅड टू डू द डिव्हिजन बिटवीन साइन्स ऑल्सो हिअर. सो प्लस डिवाइड प्लस, दिस इज ऑल्सो इम्पॉर्टंट डिव्हिजन हिअर. सो प्लस डिवाइड प्लस ऑलवेज गेट प्लस हिअर. म्हणून या ठिकाणी तर असं म्हटलं जातं, द क्वोशंट ऑफ टू पॉझिटिव्ह इंटीजर इज ऑलवेज पॉझिटिव्ह इंटीजर. दोन धनपूर्णांक संख्यांच्या भागाकाराचं उत्तर हे नेहमी धनपूर्णांक संख्याच असतं. हे कायम लक्षात ठेवा. लेट्स टेक सेकंड एक्झाम्पल नाव. The second example that here I want to explain here, 69 divided by 5 here. 69, this is a positive integer, 5 is also positive integer. Now if you think the division between this 69 divided by 5, so 5 ones are 5, remaining 1, 9 takes below, that makes 19, 5 threes are 15. So I think in this second example we do not obtain the complete division. या ठिकाणी आपल्याला पूर्ण भागाकार मिळत नाहीये दुसऱ्या उदाहरणामध्ये. तर या ठिकाणी आपण असं म्हणू शकतोय 69 is not completely divisible by 5. So in this condition, plus 69 divide plus 5, both are positive integers here. So the complete division is not possible. So quotient we put up as it is, 69 by 5. So when complete division is not possible, then in integer or in next rational number, the quotient we take as it is. If their reduced form is possible, then we make their reduced form. संक्षिप्त रूप देता येत असेल तर संक्षिप्त रूप देऊन त्या ठिकाणी आपण उत्तर काढू शकतो. पण प्रेझेंट 69 and 5 यामध्ये आपल्याला संक्षिप्त रूप देता येत नाही, म्हणून या ठिकाणी आपण उत्तर आहे तसंच ठेवतोय. तर या ठिकाणी परत तोच रूल आहे, पॉझिटिव्ह डिवाइड पॉझिटिव्ह, that always gets positive. So here we cannot definitely says that the quotient of given two integers is always integer. आता पहिल्याच आठवून हा भाग आता खूप पुढचा आहे, रॅशनल नंबरमध्ये तुम्हाला एक्सप्लेन केला जाणार आहे. तर या ठिकाणी या दोन उदाहरणांवरून मला असं सांगायचं आहे की प्रत्येक वेळेस दोन पूर्णांक संख्यांच्या भागाकाराचं उत्तर हे पूर्णांक संख्याच असेल असं नाही आहे. पहिल्या उदाहरणात पूर्णांक संख्या आलं +20, पण दुसऱ्या उदाहरणात भागाकाराचं जे उत्तर येतं आहे ते या ठिकाणी 69 by 5 आहे तसंच राहतं आहे. प्रत्यक्ष मी भागाकार करण्याचा प्रयत्न केला, पण माझा भागाकार पूर्ण झालेला नाही, इनकम्प्लीट डिव्हिजन आहे. त्याच्यामुळं हे रेग्युलर डिव्हिजनचा आन्सर मी या ठिकाणी लिहू शकत नाही. म्हणून डिव्हिजनमध्ये जे दोन नंबर्स होते 69 and 5, 69 आणि 5 जसेच्या तसे ठेवले. संक्षिप्त रूप देता आलं असतं तर मी त्याला देऊ शकलो असतो, पण देता येत नाही. म्हणून या ठिकाणी +69 by 5 हे या ठिकाणी डिव्हिजनचा आन्सर असेल. आणि 69 by 5 या नंबर्सचा जर आपण विचार केला तर या संख्येला किंवा या नंबरला आपण इंटिजर ग्रुपमध्ये ठेवू शकत नाहीत. याच्यावरून तुमच्या लक्षात आलं असेल मला काय म्हणायचं आहे ते. इफ वी डू नॉट फॉलो दिस fractional number into the group of integer, then we need to make the next number system that goes after integer here. That is a rational number. Let's keep in mind this part you also learnt into the rational number there. So we have to just remember here important rule. When we do the division between two positive integer, quotient always get positive there. दोन पूर्णांक संख्यांचा भागाकार जर आपण केला तर भागाकार हा नेहमी धन पूर्णांक संख्याचा असतो. आफ्टर दिस वी आर मूव्हिंग टुवर्ड्स सेकंड कंडिशन ऑफ डिव्हिजन हियर. So in second condition that here I am taking division between two negative integers. So while getting the division between these negative integers here, the method that we explaining here. So again here I am taking two examples in front of you. The first example that here I want to take, that is minus 210 divided by -7. So minus 210, this is a negative integer, and -7, this is also negative integer. So First, we take the division between their magnitude here. भागाकाराची क्रिया करून पाहताना या दोन्ही इंटिजर्स, दोन्ही पूर्णांकांच्या ज्या चिन्हविरहित किमती आहेत मॅग्निट्यूड, यांच्यामध्ये मी अगोदर भागाकार करतोय. सो मॅग्निट्यूड ऑफ 200 मायनस 210 इज 210 and it is divided by magnitude of minus 7. Magnitude of minus 7 is simply 7. Now let's take the division. 21 divide 7. 7 3s are 21, remaining 0. Now this 0 we take, and after taking, again here I am explaining that some student says division is complete because 0 obtained here, and they forget about to put up 0 at quotient place, and if you forget about this 0, then whole division should be wrong there. So we take quotient as 0, this after 3 here. Now 7 into 0 0, so 0 minus 0, now we get 0, so we get quotient as 30. So in this, at the last remainder we get as a 0 there. That means we say this is a complete division, and in this complete division the quotient that we get as a 30, this we taken into the group of integers there. Now with respect to here, minus 210 divided by minus 7. Now we take the division between magnitude that get as a 30. या दोघांच्या मॅग्निट्यूड मधला आपण भागाकार करून पाहिला, तो आपल्याला 30 मिळालेला आहे. आता साइन्स डिव्हिजन हा महत्त्वाचा भाग. मायनस डिवाइड मायनस डिवाइड मायनस, द रूल ऑलवेज गेट ॲज अ प्लस. Minus divide minus, we always get plus there. So we says the division of these two negative integer is comes as positive integer. That's important. दोन ऋण पूर्णांक संख्यांच्या भागाकाराचं उत्तर हे सध्या पहिल्या उदाहरणामध्ये धन पूर्णांक संख्या आलेलं आहे, लक्षात घ्या. Let's take another example, second now. The second example here in this way, minus 41 divided by minus 4. Minus 41, this is a negative integer, and minus 4, this is also negative integer. So first we take the division between their magnitudes. So magnitude of minus 41 is simply 41, and it is divided by magnitude of minus 4, that is simply 4. Now let's continue the division process. So 4 ones are 4, remaining 0. This 1 take below now. 1 divided by 4, it is not possible. We take quotient 0. 4 into 0, 0. So 1 minus 0, 1. Now in this second part, we got remainder as 1. So we says this is not a complete division. म्हणजे या ठिकाणी या दुसऱ्या उदाहरणात सध्या मला भागाकाराचं उत्तर जरी 10 मिळत असलं तरी हा पूर्ण भागाकार नसल्यामुळे मला या 10ला इंटिजर ग्रुपमध्ये घेता येत नाही आहे सध्या. म्हणून या ठिकाणी या डिव्हिजनचं जे आन्सर आहे minus 41 by minus 4, this answer, this is not division completely here, so we number remain as it is 41 by 4. Now reduced form, that also not possible. संक्षिप्त रूप आपल्याला देणं शक्य नाही या ठिकाणी. 41 and 4 remain as it is, and the important change, minus divide minus, we get plus. So plus 41 by 4, this is the main quotient of these two negative integer here. So again, from these two examples here, I am explaining same fact that we continuing in first condition there, that is at each time or at every time the quotient of two integer It is not says in the group of integers. याही दुसऱ्या अटीमध्ये परत मी तीच गोष्ट सांगायला जी आपण पहिल्या अटीमध्ये पाहिलेली होती की दोन पूर्णांक संख्यांच्या भागाकाराचं उत्तर हे प्रत्येक वेळेस पूर्णांक संख्या गटातच येईल असं नाहीये. फक्त आपल्याला नियम एवढा पाहायचा होता या ठिकाणी. दोन ऋण पूर्णांक संख्या आपल्याला भागाकारात दिल्या तर त्यांच्या भागाकाराचं उत्तर हे नेहमी धन संख्येमध्ये येतं. आता इथं मी +30 धन 30 ह्याला मी पूर्णांक संख्या म्हणू शकतो, पण धन 41/4 पॉझिटिव्ह 41/4 दिस नंबर नॉट टर्म्ड ॲज इंटिजर. म्हणून या ठिकाणी 41/4 असे जे फ्रॅक्शनल नंबर आपल्याला मिळतात यांना आपण रॅशनल नंबरमध्ये त्या ठिकाणी समाविष्ट करतो. सो द इम्पॉर्टंट रूल हियर, मायनस डिवाइड मायनस ऑलवेज गेट प्लस. दॅट्स इम्पॉर्टंट. आफ्टर दिस we are moving towards the third condition for the division here. Now into this third condition for the division, the condition in this way: division between one positive and one negative integer. So here for this condition, here I am taking the first example in front of you. That's in this way: 315 divided by -3. 315, this is a positive integer, -3, this is a negative integer. So first we take the division between their magnitude. So magnitude of +315 is just 315 divided by magnitude of -3 is just 3. So let's start for the division. So 3 ones are 3. So 3 minus 3 we get 0. Next 1 takes below. So 1 divided by 3 is not possible. So some students take this 5 at here, but this is wrong way. 1 divided 3 is not possible. We take quotient 0. So 3 into 0 0. So 1 minus 0 1. Now we can take this 5 in front of this 1. We get 2-digit number 15. 15 divided 3, that is 3 5s are 15. So 15 minus 15 we get 0. So in this condition we get reminders here 0. So we says this is a complete division. That means the quotient of this division that we obtain, that we can include into the group of integers. So the rule we had to follow here now. 315, this is a plus, that means positive integer, and -3, this is a negative integer. First we take the quotient, that means the division between their magnitude. The magnitude that we get as 105. This is your first step. ही तुमची पहिली स्टेप असेल. आता दुसरी स्टेप साइन डिव्हिजन, प्लस डिवाइड मायनस. दिस इम्पॉर्टंट हियर. प्लस डिवाइड मायनस. तर या डिव्हिजनचं आन्सर हे नेहमी काय असेल? मायनस असेल. So we got the quotient as -105. Let's take another example, second. That is in this way. -92 divided by 23. Somewhat simple example that I want to take. So here, while taking the division between these two integers, -92, this is a negative integer, and 23, this is a positive integer. So while taking the division, first divide by the magnitude of 23 to the magnitude of 92. So 23 ones are 23, 23 fours are 92. That means the division of magnitude, it comes as 4. Now signs division, minus divide plus, that always minus here. That means the division of these two integer is always comes here negative integer. Now if we observe the both respective examples here, first and second, in both example the quotient we get, that means the division we get in a complete format. That means the both quotient minus 105 and minus 4 we can include into the group of integers here. दोन्ही भागाकारांचं उत्तर त्यांचं निरीक्षण जर केलं तर दोन्ही भागाकार हे पूर्ण भागाकार आहेत, बाकी शून्य येते म्हणून. तर भागाकार पूर्ण येत असेल तरच त्या भागाकाराचं उत्तर जे आहे ते आपण इंटीजर ग्रुपमध्ये घेऊ शकतो. म्हणून मी तसं म्हणतोय मायनस 105 मायनस 4 हे दोन्हीही आपण इंटीजरमध्ये घेऊ शकतो. Let's take another example for this condition. Now this example in front of you in this way. This is third example for this condition that's in front of you. 615 divided by minus 9. So we want to continue this 615 divided by minus 9. So if we take the magnitude of these two integer, 615 present positive integer, so its magnitude is 615, just divide magnitude of minus 9 is simply 9. So if we take the division between magnitude first, so 9 6 are 54, 9 7 are 63. 63 is not possible, so we take 54. So 61 minus 54 remaining 7. Now 5 takes below, that makes here 75. So 9 8s are 72, 9 9s are 81. 81 not possible, we take 8s are. So 75 minus 72, that remaining 3. Now in this condition, quotient we get 68, but at the same time we got remainder as 3. So we says this is not complete division. So due to this incomplete division, अपूर्ण भागाकार असल्यामुळे 68 या भागाकाराच्या उत्तराला मी इंटीजर ग्रुपमध्ये घेऊ शकत नाही. So here we says that the division of, that is the quotient for the division of these two integer, we cannot include into the group of integer. So in this condition we stated in this way, 615 divided by minus 9. So here important change, we take the magnitude of these two, 615 divide 9. Now let's think, पूर्ण भागाकार जर होत नसेल तर या कंडिशन मध्ये आपण काय करतो, दोघांमध्ये संक्षिप्त रूप देण्याचा प्रयत्न करतो. आय थिंक सध्या संक्षिप्त रूप मला देता येतं. बोथ नंबर्स आर डिवाइडेड बाय 3 हियर. 615 डिवाइड बाय 3 and 9 divided by 3. So 3 2s are 6, 0 3 5s are 15 and 3 3s are 9. So after taking the reduced form we get the number as 205 upon 3. So this is the quotient here, 205 upon 3. Present minus divide, sorry, plus divide minus, That's important, minus here. So minus 205 upon 3. This is the quotient of this division here. And if you think about this minus 205 upon 3, such numbers cannot come into the group of integer here. So such numbers previously explaining that are containing or that taking into the group of rational numbers here. So in this third condition, we just remind the rule of division here, that is, when in division one positive and one negative number comes, then the quotient of their signs division is always minus or negative. एक धन आणि एक ऋण पूर्णांक असेल तर त्या दोन पूर्णांकांच्या भागाकाराचं उत्तर हे नेहमी ऋण संख्येमध्येच येतं, हे कायम लक्षात ठेवा. सो दिस इज आवर थर्ड कंडिशन फॉर द डिव्हिजन ऑफ वन पॉझिटिव्ह अँड वन निगेटिव्ह इंटिजर. नाव विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू, लेट्स ट्राय टू कंटिन्यू. Another condition is also. This is about positive and negative. Only these two types of integer. What about the neutral number? Can you remember that how we can continue 0 into the division? That's also important here. So here, in a short way, we continue division between neutral number and other integers. So here, while getting this division here I am explaining the example in this way. 0 divided by minus 8. 0, this is a neutral number, minus 8, that is a negative integer. So we learn that when 0 is divided by any number, the quotient always gets 0. शून्याला कोणत्याही संख्येने भागाकार केला, भागाकाराचं उत्तर नेहमी शून्य असतं. अँड इफ द क्वेश्चन गेट्स 0, देन इट इज नॉट पॉझिटिव्ह और नॉट निगेटिव्ह. दॅट इज अ न्यूट्रल नंबर हियर. सेकंड एक्झाम्पल दॅट हियर आय एम टेकिंग 0 डिवाइड बाय 17. 0, this neutral number is divided presently here by positive integer 17. So same rule we apply again. When 0 is divided by any number, quotient always gets 0 there. शून्याला कोणत्याही दुसऱ्या संख्येने भागाकार केला, भागाकाराचं उत्तर नेहमी शून्य असतं. आणि 0 हा न्यूट्रल नंबर असल्यामुळे त्याला पॉझिटिव्ह किंवा निगेटिव्ह साइन आपण देत नाहीत. Let's think another example. The example in this way. Minus 14 divided by 0. Now, while observing this example, now this question that here I am putting in front of you. What is the quotient of this third example? Minus 14 divided by 0. The fourth example that here also explaining, taking in front of you, that is 24 divided by 0. Now last two example number 3 and example number 4. In these two example we divide negative and positive integer by 0 respectively here. Now these two examples that are for you. You had to decide. Here I am saying for all students. that you have to decide what is the quotient of these two examples, that is example number 3 and example number 4 that presently observe on this green board. And if you think about what will be the quotient of these two examples, then you should know clearly about the division process here. So I am not explaining the next information about these two examples here. What is the quotient of minus 14 divided 0 and 24 divided by 0? That you have to find out this information. So this is about video number 4, the division process about two integers here. So different 4 conditions that we explaining into this video number 4. I hope so you will be understand all these rules here. So in short way we can stated these rules in a word format in this way, that here I am getting at last of this video on this green board here. But before taking those rules and before vanishing this part here, परत एकदा मी मराठीत सांगतोय, थोडं अगोदर सांगितलेली सूचना. आता सध्या तुम्हाला फळ्यावर उदाहरण क्रमांक 3 आणि उदाहरण क्रमांक 4 दिसत आहेत. तिसऱ्या उदाहरणामध्ये निगेटिव्ह इंटीजर ऋण पूर्णांक संख्येला 0 ने भागले. चौथ्या उदाहरणामध्ये धन पूर्णांक संख्येला 0 ने भागले. तर या दोन्ही उदाहरणांमध्ये भागाकाराचं उत्तर काय असेल, काय येऊ शकतं, याचा विचार तुम्ही स्वतः विद्यार्थ्यांनी या ठिकाणी करायचा आहे. ज्याला या दोन्ही उदाहरणांचं उत्तर म्हणजे भागाकाराचं उत्तर सापडेल एक्झॅक्ट बरोबर, त्यालाच भागाकाराची क्रिया समजली असं मी त्या ठिकाणी म्हणणार आहे. तर हे काम मी तुमच्यासाठी देतोय. उदाहरण क्रमांक 3 आणि उदाहरण क्रमांक 4 याचं उत्तर काय असेल हे तुम्ही शोधून घ्यायचं आहे. ओके, तर या ठिकाणी जात जात आता या ठिकाणी भागाकार क्रियेच्या संदर्भात असलेले हे 3 नियम मी तुमच्या समोर ठेवतोय. रूल्स फॉर डिव्हिजन. Rules for division between two integers. So here the first rule that here I am taking, if in the division both are positive integers, that is positive integer divided by positive integer, that always positive. धनपूर्णांक संख्या आणि एक दुसरी धनपूर्णांक संख्या यांच्यामध्ये भागाकाराचं उत्तर हे नेहमी धनपूर्णांकच असतं. सिम्बॉलिकल चिन्हाचा वापर करून दाखवायचं झालं तर ते मला या पद्धतीने दाखवता येईल. पॉझिटिव्ह डिवाइड पॉझिटिव्ह इज इक्वल टू पॉझिटिव्ह. सेकंड रूल, if in the division both are negative integers, negative integer divided by negative integer, then quotient will be get into the positive way. भागाकारामध्ये दोन्ही ऋणपूर्णांक संख्या असल्या तरी भागाकाराचं उत्तर नेहमी पॉझिटिव्हच राहतं, म्हणजे धनपूर्णांकच राहतं. चिन्हामध्ये दाखवायचं झालं मायनस डिवाइड मायनस, दॅट ऑलवेज गेट प्लस. इम्पॉर्टंट. अँड थर्ड रूल, दॅट इज positive integer divide by negative integer. The quotient of such division is always gets in negative way or negative number. So here in symbolically एक धनपूर्णांक आणि एक ऋणपूर्णांक असं कॉम्बिनेशन जर भागाकारामध्ये असेल तर भागाकाराचं उत्तर नेहमी ऋण संख्येमध्येच असतं. प्लस डिवाइड मायनस ऑलवेज गेट मायनस, किंवा ह्याच्या उलटं असलं मायनस डिवाइड प्लस दॅट ऑलवेज मायनस. So these are three important rules related about division of two integers here. Same rule you had to apply in the part of rational numbers also. So keep in mind all these rules clearly. Now this is your fourth basic operation on integer that we completed into this video number 4. So observe all this information that I am explaining carefully. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.